Killer drones, once thought the work of science fiction, now frighteningly becomes a reality. Shocking footage has been revealed of these killer drones being used in battle, and you may be the first to see it today on Kyiv Messenger. Welcome to Kyiv Messenger. It's great to be with you, and thank you so much for tuning in for this special broadcast. Wanted to just let you know about what's going on in the world. Before I do that, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, and be sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our updates. Also, if you haven't already, we want to encourage you to become a member. It's one of the best ways you can stay in touch with us here at Kyiv Messenger. It does help support the channel, and it helps support you to encourage one another. We're going to start doing power hours. We used to do really long broadcasts, and so we're going to get back to doing a little bit of that, especially for our members. So power hours once a week where we're going to be focused on whatever you want to talk about. So if you want to talk about certain things about the Bible, prophecy, mysteries, the news, whatever's going on in the world, that's the time to do it. So we hope you'll become a member and join us there. That's for members only, so be sure to hit the join button that's on our website there. And if you can't find that join button for any reason, you can actually just enter the text that you see at the top of the screen. It's youtube.com/Kyiv Messenger /join. And that should open a box that looks something like this, and you can select what level of membership you'd like to do, and you can be part of that. Also, we meet in the members lounge, and that's where we talk 24/7 and encourage one another daily, as long as it's called today. It's great to hang out there with the other members as well. But guys, killer drones, once thought something that only is seen in the movies like Terminator, for example, Skynet, the idea of there being robots just taking over the world. The Matrix even had shades of that as well. Well, guys, what we once thought was science fiction, frighteningly now is becoming a reality, and it's already happening in today's war in the Ukraine. This is a drone that is unmanned. There's nobody flying this except for someone back in a base somewhere with a camera. But they are flying this drone. And it has missiles strapped to the bottom. If you can't see that, there's missiles strapped underneath the wings there, and they are ready to deploy. Also, you may have seen footage of these robot dogs with guns strapped to their back. I'm sure those are probably getting ready to be released in the battlefield. And, boy, pretty frightening stuff there. The gun is bigger than the dog. And then, of course, lovely Terminator is ready to be unleashed as well. It's about as frightening as it gets, folks. If you were thinking all that was in the movies, well, let me just tell you, it's happening now. It's not happening in the future. This is the future. You've been waiting for the future? This is it. The first video of a swarm of Russian drones covering the sky in Kyiv is shocking, knocking out 42% of Ukraine's energy infrastructure and 90% of RES, emergency and long-term power outages announced. Check out this footage, guys. I mean, it is pretty creepy. I mean, imagine seeing this in your neighborhood. Let me just read a little bit to you first, and I'll show you the video. It says, the coordinated Russian operation to destroy Ukraine's energy infrastructure continues with already devastating results. In the last 72 hours, Russia has launched multiple large-scale attacks, while a video confirms Russian saturation attacks, they're calling them. It is the first video showing swarming with Iranian Shahed 136 Duran 2 drones against targets in the Kyiv region. The video is shocking. Drones have covered the skies over the Ukrainian capital. According to some sources, the Russians took off 30 drones from Belarus for this particular attack. Guys, it's scary on more levels than one, because these drones are so... well, let me just show you the footage, and then I'll talk a little bit about it. But Russia's ongoing attacks on Ukraine's energy infrastructure have been so methodical and destructive that U.S. officials say they are being directed by electrical experts who know exactly which targets will cause maximum destruction to Ukraine's grid. The geographical coverage of the bombings is wide. It is now estimated that 42% of Ukraine's energy infrastructure has been destroyed, with 90% of wind power installations and 40 to 50% of solar power installations. During the night attack, kamikaze drones hit facilities of the Kyivskaya substation At least one kV transformer was destroyed. The smaller substation was also hit. The armed forces of the Russian Federation destroyed the Kyiv region of electricity, etc. Check out this video, guys. Now imagine looking out your apartment building, okay? And this is what you see in the sky. Okay, this is pretty freaky. I mean, it kind of gave me the chills when I was thinking about it. I'm listening to this little girl, sounds like, who's recording it in her apartment, and this is what you see coming around the bend. Okay, so I don't know how well that played on the screen there. I think I'm going to play it one more time for you, just for effect. I think it's... Okay, so they're just littering the sky, okay? They're littering the sky. And what's amazing about these little drones is they hardly make any noise, right? So it's not like a plane you hear coming from miles away, right? This thing's just coming around the corner of your building, and suddenly there's like 30 drones with missiles attached to them that ready to launch at you. Imagine how you would feel seeing these come at you in the sky with guns strapped to them, shooting at you. So a power shortage in metropolitan area reaches 30%. Here's another one that's kind of creepy. In the night, you can kind of see them moving, and you see them kind of skirting through the sky. I mean, they can move with such agility too. You know, it's not like a regular plane. It's just the ability to be able to kind of move in all directions quickly. It almost has a UFO kind of flavor to it, the way these things can move. And so, in any case, these are being unleashed, guys, and what's amazing too is they have cameras on them, so they know exactly where they're going. They know exactly where the target is. They know exactly what they're shooting at, and they can get right up on the target and launch that missile right at the facility or at the people or whatever they want to launch it at. There's some other videos here too, but they weren't as clear as those two. But guys, kind of creepy stuff when you think about it. You know, in Ezekiel, it's kind of interesting. It says about Gog and Magog coming against Israel. It says, "You will advance against my people Israel like a cloud that covers the land." And it's interesting because that's the terminology that they used here in this article, even in the title. They said a covering the sky. And I was just thinking, you know, when I first looked at this a while back and I heard about these Iranian drones, I said, boy, I wonder if that's the drones that are going to cover the land. In days to come, Gog, I will bring you against my land so that the nations may know me when I am proved holy through you before their eyes. So here it's already happening. The clouds is covering the land, and they are already firing on people. Here in Revelation 9, it talks about the fifth angel sounding its trumpet. He says, I saw a star fall from heaven onto the earth, and to him was given the key to the bottomless pit. He opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth have power. So that's interesting because these are kind of like a swarm of locusts, these drones. And now they have the power to sting like a scorpion, right? See, locusts usually have to come and chew on you, but a scorpion can sting you, right? So now they have this power. So it is interesting, this comparison. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men who have not had the seal of God on their forehead. So it sounds like, guys, you want to get that seal of God on your foreheads. If you don't have that yet, you want to be turning to God, because you do not want these things coming for you when God unleashes them from the great abyss. And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but they should be tormented 5 months, and their torment was the torment of the scorpion when he striketh a man. So kind of similar to the drone concept there. Not sure that will be the drones per se that may come out of the actual bottomless pit. That could be what CERN opens. We've talked about that in our 666 video. If you haven't checked that out, be sure to check out that video as well, that we just did recently. But guys, be encouraged, okay? Jesus says, since you have kept my command to endure patiently, I will also keep you from the hour of trial that is going to come on the whole world to test the inhabitants of the earth. Guys, that's the camp we want to be in, right? We got to endure patiently, and we got to fight the good fight of faith, and we got to stand against the evil as we see it, and we have to trust in the Lord, who will ultimately save us from the hour of trial that's coming upon the whole world. Just a quick update for you guys. Love you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful week, And may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. I'm wishing you all the best, all the blessed, and Merry